What's up, guys? My name is Rob. Welcome to my shop. This is a video going to be primarily focused on tools, the current market, what's going on with Harbor Freight and the big tool companies. So essentially Icon, Quinn, Doyle, and you have on the big tool brand side, Snap-on, Matco, SK, Cornwell, all of those, which aren't quite as big, but of course Snap-on, Matco, and Mac Tools are. And this has been kind of a hot topic recently. From the professional tool world side, I'm no longer working in that area. Stepped away from turning wrenches professionally. I used to work for Nissan, Land Rover, and did a little time at Yamaha when I was younger. And I got to say, back then, having the Snap-on brand was a good thing. Matco, all of them, they all had the only professional line of tools there were. You had Craftsman, which did have, back then they actually started doing a professional line of tools and actually have some of their screwdrivers that I still have to this day, and they were great. But those were very limited run. But other than those, that was all you had for professional quality tools to go to. Now you have Harbor Freight, who's come in with Icon, Quinn, Doyle. And I don't have any Doyle stuff, but I do have a lot of Icon that I've bought over the last 3 years or so. More recently, I had a good friend of mine pass away, and he was like a father to me. I was like a son to him, and he passed me down this Matco box with a bunch of tools in it when he passed. So inevitably, I have a lot of the big name tools, and I have my own tools as well, primarily being now Icon. Craftsman, Gear Wrench is another one that is great. Everyone loves them. And I got to say that, even though I have these tools, I didn't pay for them. I don't necessarily plan on keeping all of them in this box. I have 3 sons, and they'll probably inherit a lot of these tools that came from my buddy. I'm not just going to get rid of them because they are great tools. But for me, I like matching sets and that sort of thing. And I have all of that. I like to keep things matching, and the things that he did have matching, I kept. So what kind of spurred this video is Harbor Freight recently did their August, this is 2025, parking lot sale. And then this one, they did 40% off all sockets. I have had that sale before, bought some of their sockets. And this one came up, so I've been eyeing the swivel sockets that they had. So I went down to pick them up in this drawer right here. I haven't even taken them out of the package yet. I believe these are about $129 a piece on the label price, 40% off. This is going to be the 1/2-inch drive, standard and metric. I also picked up these Quinn shallow. These are really neat. Shallow sockets. You can put your wrench on there or an impact, get in tight spots for you. They're awesome. It's good having anything that's designed for that purpose. I'm a fan. So I think everything all together, I bought these, those, as well as picked up some tarps and ratchet straps, different things. Totally came out to exactly $315 with the 40% off. And I found it, kind of interesting because I came back and when I put them in the box, I remembered I had this other set here from my buddy who passed these on to me. These are all his. Again, all Matco, Mac Tools, everything. This is a brand new set of Snap-on metrics swivel sockets. 3/8 drive though. I do gotta say these are 3/8, which I use primarily over the 1/2. But you get 7. This is part number 207 IPFM, and I've looked these up, and these go anywhere from about $200 to $500, depending on if you're buying them new, used. If you're buying them from an actual, a private party on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, some vendor out there, different prices, drastically different prices, I should say. But for me, that the value just isn't there. And I'll get to why I'm actually making this video, which is more so along the lines of, what happens when the tool goes bad, right? I got all these ratchets up here. These are all hung up or, broken, falling apart, loose, what have you, all these ratchets right here. And, with those are all Snap-on, every one of them. I have no way of warranty work, getting those done. I don't have a contact anymore. We did have a rep, obviously, with the dealerships, and that's these shops where these trucks go. I don't have that here at home, and I don't really care to, deal with those guys' attitudes either. Is another issue as to why I wouldn't want to do the tool truck thing anymore. I dealt with that a lot, like I said, in a previous career I had. So, and I've watched other guys deal with it, and it's just it's not fun. If you constantly have a bill going with them, they'll do your work for you, no problem. You're a constant customer. But if you're there just getting warranty work, you're not buying anything, they're not making any money off of you. Understandably, like, they want to make money. I get that. But at the end of the day too, you have lifetime warranty tools. You warranty those tools. You fix them, what have you. There shouldn't be any questions. There shouldn't be no hassle with it. But there is, inevitably. Guys in the comments can tell you that, what are your experiences with the tool truck? I've specifically had a guy blame me for owing a bill that another guy did at Land Rover. That was Land Rover Orlando. And, he mistook me for someone else. He was, I believe he must have been a new guy, just overtook the route, had the wrong guy. And, he fought with me over it quite a bit. He actually ended up giving me a free set of gear wrench. They were carrying gear wrench. I don't know if they still do, but he gave me a free set of, socket 3/8 ratchet. Nice little set, just because of that hassle that he gave me. So that was pretty cool of him, but he was a real asshole, and he knew he was. So for me, I can go into Harbor Freight anytime and replace my tools, whenever they're open, 7 days a week. I actually have had to replace this ratchet here. This is my 1/2-inch drive flex head. I have had to have it replaced. It was hanging up. Everybody knows the issues that these are having. This is the first version of the Icon ratchets. Now they have the G2s, which are much better. I'm hoping they'll just make these obsolete, and whenever I take them in, I'll get G2s. I will be getting rid of these blow mold cases. They just take up way too much room, and as you can see, I have a lot of ratchets from my buddy. This is one of the nice snap-ons, but you can see it needs a new handle, which I don't mind, having that replaced. I'll likely do that. But yeah, these are all the Icon sockets, US General trays. They do take up a lot of room, but like I said, I like organization. They're magnetic, they're great. Here we have the Icon wrenches. These are the anti-slip grip, or what do you call that? Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Wrenches that made this whole topic viral with Royalty Auto Service. They're great guys. Go check them out. Royalty Auto Service. You can find them on Instagram, YouTube, I'm sure. I follow them on Instagram. But anyway, they're just not, Snap-on, these big tool companies, for me, they're just not worth having around in my box because, if it breaks, you have no way of replacing it. And that's kind of the whole point of buying those to begin with, is you always know your tools are going to be good to go. They are great tools, and the likelihood of them breaking is very slim to none. But, obviously that does happen. You might break a wrench. You might, screwdrivers, that's another thing. Chipped, bent, twisted, what have you, especially Phillips heads, have a lot of those. In fact, I'll show you one right now that I recently, is it this guy? Yeah, look at this. Check this guy out. See if I can get that to focus. Twisted all to hell. And I don't know what a Snap-on guy is going to tell me. I've heard all kind of horror stories, but will they warranty that out? Probably not. But that's kind of one of the issues, is can't get that warranted. If it was an Icon, yeah, just walk right in, they'll open up the package and give me a new one. And then guess what? That whole package goes on their clearance rack, and you could buy that for a lot cheaper and just have all of them. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's my video. That's where I'm at with this. I love those big tool names. Everybody does. That's honestly why I've kept a lot of them. They are fantastic tools. They're great. They're phenomenal tools. They always have been, and they always will be. But when you can't get warranty work, that's where it comes into being a problem, especially for guys like us well, I say us home shop guys, us you know, guys who aren't any longer or never have been working as an auto tech at a dealership or a major shop. This is my shop, a little 500 square foot building I had put up for my Corvette here, and hope to do a few more videos on this car, what I got going on with it. Going to be turning into an L88. Anyway, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences with tool truck guys, your experience with returning tools to Harbor Freight, and see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.